This is well, I'm sorry, but it's 4 bob, 3 crown, 2 shilling and 8 pence is what it is. So one of the projects I've been working on is in an attempt to save this house. And why am I talking about this, and why am I vlogging about this? Well, one, obviously I can't ride my motorcycle because the road and weather conditions are not permitting me to at the moment. So I figured, let's take you on a little trip and show you some of the things that are points of public interest. Now, there are those of you who might be watching my channel who could give a rat's patootie about American history, or about any history for that matter. And then there's some of you who might like some kind of distraction and something else to watch, which is at the same time informative. So this is the Hoyt Barnum House. Now, all the land in Stamford, Connecticut. And this house was built in 1699, which makes it 317 years old. It has been on that foundation, in that spot, on this lot. It has not moved in 317 years. If you could just picture what this place was like 317 years ago. Look, I am good. So it was a much different place back then. This was during the second settlement period, during the colonial time. The house was built a whole 70 some odd years, 77 years before the American Revolution, if you can imagine. And none of this was here. None of these lights were here, buildings, nothing. Street lights, none of this was here. It was virtually dark, and it was probably woodsy. Lots of woods. And this road here, which is called Bedford Street, and the reason why it's named Bedford Street is because it takes you all the way to Bedford, New York. The important thing about this house is that the family in this house, evidently they established this city. It was either the parents or the grandparents, I believed, that lived in this house. I've not looked up too much of the history on it, and I should have before I started talking about this, but my point in this vlog is really not so much to tell you about, and there is a plan to remove this from its structure and to move it somewhere. I think it's about 4.5 miles north of here, which is just on the other side of Route 15. And it's going to be on an obscure lot in a place that not too many people, they'll actually not know where to find it. So they want to take it apart in 3 sections and so forth. And so you're asking yourself, well, why would they want to do this to such a beautiful national treasure, an historical landmark? And I believe this house is on the Historical National Registry. So the reason why, there's several reasons to my understanding, because I've been semi-involved with this, and we're still trying to get to the truth of the meat and potatoes as to why this house is supposedly going to be moved. And I believe they're going to start disassembling the structure next month in March. That's the plan anyway. This building right here is the police station. I think it was built in the 50s or 60s. when it was built, they had lots of they put asbestos in there and stuff, which was part of fire code and all that sort of thing back in the day. And then, of course, in lieu of renovating the police station, which they said will cost a lot of money, so what do they want to do? They want to tear the police station down and make it bigger. And part of making the police station bigger entails moving into this section or onto this plot of land over here. Now, that building that you see directly in front of me is the courthouse. That courthouse took 11 years to build, which is, when you think about it, ridiculous. But this is part of the reason why I don't believe in big government. Because the contractors, they milked that job for everything it was worth. There are buildings that are 3-4 times bigger than that building downtown that took 11 months to build. So you think about all of the bureaucracy involved in things like building a police station. Now, I can't remember what the projected budget was for the new edifice, but whenever they give you a number, and particularly when it's concerning public works projects and building a new police station, which is a public works building, whenever they give you a number or a projected number, you can either double or triple or quadruple that. First, let's get underway here.